Today I'm going to share with you a principle that really kind of sucks, and it's necessary. And if you can't embrace it, you'll only create more damage, you'll only create more difficulty, and you'll create space for you to be so frustrated that you'll end up wounding your partner when in reality you could have taken a much easier road in terms of the collateral damage, in terms of doing more harm, in terms of complicating the overall situation. Before I get into the meat of this video, I have to give you a disclaimer. Today is not about enduring unsafe situations. Today is not about tolerating behavior that is abusive, in violation of your boundaries, certainly anything related to domestic violence. If you're in an abusive situation or in an abusive relationship, I do not advise this approach. This approach today is for a unique scenario that repeats itself time and time again within the couple that's trying to heal from infidelity or addiction. So I've said what this video is not for. Let me tell you what this video is for. This is for a situation where you are dealing with a spouse, unfaithful or betrayed, who's really struggling, who is really in such a difficult point that you can't really reach them, fix them, heal them, and they're really not doing much work. This is not a video for you to sit back and let them continue as an unfaithful, maybe to act out, be involved with their affair partner, or continue to participate in unsafe, high-risk behavior. This is also not a video for you unfaithful, maybe, to tolerate violence or abuse or continual bouts of rage that would endanger you physically and be even abusive. This is for a situation where your spouse is going through it. They're in the middle of intense pain. They're so lost in trauma. They're so lost in agony that you almost can't reach them. You reach for them, but you can't get to them. They're swimming in pain and confusion and hurt, and they're not necessarily acting out in high risk or abusive behavior, but it is dark and it's heavy, and you just can't gain any momentum. I've had to do this with Samantha. Many unfaithfuls have had to do this with their betrayed and not really know that they were doing it until maybe later. Many betrayeds have had to practice this behavior and really struggle with how long, how deep, how much longer can I keep doing this? Here's the principle, and I learned this from therapists that you've seen many times, maybe on our main page, Wayne Baker, who has been sharing our weekly articles. He's become a great friend of mine. He's helped me through an immense amount of childhood trauma, and he's absolutely brilliant. Something that I heard him say that spoke to what I learned from Rick early on too is that this is the key. Remember, I gave you the caveats. The key is you have to love them through it. Oh, I know. You kind of go, really? All that build up for that? Yes, all that build up for you loving your spouse through the immense amount of confusion and hurt and pain that they are going through. If you can't love them through it, you're going to find so much difficulty, so much personal agony because you can't fix it, make it go away. You can't just do something and have them change their demeanor overnight. You can't just do this 3-step oversimplified, plan and all of a sudden they're like, oh, that worked so well. It's more like everything you try sucks. Everything that you try and do fails miserably. Every attempt, every approach, everything, every gift, every token just falls flat. Letters that you write, trying to hug them or engage with them, and it just goes dark and flat. It's about loving them through that dark phase. But Samuel, you say, how long? I don't know. That's between you and your faith, or that's between you and yourself and your belief system and what you hold true to be your values. I don't know. I'm not saying that you need to love them through the fact that they're still acting out, still involved in an affair, gone to live with the affair partner, or what have you. I'm not saying that you love them through that, because that sounds to me like it's time for you to turn away from them, pursue your own healing, maybe file for divorce on your own, and start the next chapter of your life without them. But loving them through it is about being in this time of great uncertainty and realizing one of the best things that you can do is love them while they work through their own trauma and their own pain and their own hurt and their own confusion. Let me get into some nitty-gritty. What does loving them through it mean? Number one, it means not trying to fix them or fix it. As soon as you try and fix them and you take this approach, you just need to just do this or what have you, that mentality reduces them to a math problem. It devalues them. It makes them feel like you can't be empathetic, you can't be safe, and that you just want to make it go away. You don't want to engage with them, be patient with them, and allow them to emote. When you're trying to just fix them, you're just trying to oversimplify it. You're just trying to make them stop doing what they're doing. They feel controlled. They feel stifled. They're not going to want to draw near to you. Number two is understanding that really, at the core of their being, they're probably at war with themselves. You may just be caught in the crossfire. They may be projecting so much of their own warfare onto you and making you the bad guy. I don't know, but they're at war with themselves. And as you understand that, you can kind of take a step back and go, okay, look, I don't know if I caused this, and that's a touchy situation, but I can't fix it. I can be present, I can be available, I can be kind, I can be loving, and I can love them through this war that they're going through. Now, when that war comes on to you, right, through abusive behavior and things I've already talked about, that's where you have to go, no, I can no longer tolerate that. But when they are at war with themselves, it's going to get really bloody and messy, and it's going to get on you. And you have to be thick-skinned to be able to go, okay, look, hey, I'm here for you. I love you. I'm going to let you work this out. If you want to talk, I'll be here. You want to emote, I'll be here. You want to hug, you want to hold hands, you want to just talk, you want to just sit, I'm going to be here. But I understand this is a war that you're fighting. Number three, and this might be the most important variable, even though I have more to give you. While they are at war with themselves, it's going to trigger a war within you. And you absolutely have to win your own war. Because you're going to be struggling with, I can't fix it for them. I can't make it better. I can't even make us better. And so what's incumbent is you go, okay, what's happening inside of me? Let's go after that. What war do I need to focus on? What work can I do? One of the best things that I can do for my significant other in the middle of this uncertain, agonizing hell is work on me, heal me, fix me, confront me. I'm going to win my own war so that hopefully when they come back and move in my direction, I'm going to be healthier, stronger, more compassionate, more aware, more sober, if you will, for their pain. I'm going to be a safer place for them. I can't control what they do, but I can control what I do. Next is not lashing out at them because, let's face it, we're control freaks. And either one of two reactions will probably be initiated. Either one, we're going to lash out at them and say, you just need to get over this. What's your problem? What's going on? Come on, you got to stop doing this. This is wrong. This is painful. And you're causing more damage, and we shame them for the war that they're trying to wage. Or number two, we'll actually pull back and go, well, screw you then. I don't need you. You're going to have to come at me. And it's not a genuine pull back and kind of let them work this out and just being here. It's more of an offense. It's more of a bitterness. It's more of a resentment. It's a tit for tat that says, oh, so you're having a bad day? Well, I'm going to have a bad day too. Oh, you're in pain? Well, get ready. Now, and it's a retributional reaction that actually only causes more pain and only creates more distance between you two. Next is extending compassion to them. And it's hard in this little situation because you just are not typically maybe initiated by compassion. You're more initiated by anger and frustration, like absolute frustration. And so you want to, and it becomes tense, it becomes harsh, it becomes walking on eggshells. And one of the best things that you can do is be compassionate. If you're going to love them through this, you're going to have to be compassionate and remember they're at war with themselves. Maybe little messages here, maybe little gifts here, maybe try and make their life a little bit easier, even though there's no acknowledgement, even though there's maybe no semblance of thankfulness, but the fact that you are just trying to throw out a little life raft, maybe a little gift, maybe coffee, their favorite drink, favorite meal, whatever, trying to just throw out an olive branch. And they may slap your hand. They may just go, thanks. They may not even say, they may go, but you know, hey, I'm being compassionate. I'm loving them through this to the best of my ability. Finally, and I mean this with all my heart, it's essential that you know how to self-soothe, because this war that they're fighting, that they may not even understand, is going to trigger things in you, and you're going to have to know how to soothe yourself. That may mean talking to a trusted friend or brother or sister that you can really emote to. It may mean journaling. It may mean working out. It may mean finding an outlet for this frustration. But if you can't self-soothe, you're going to find yourself throwing yourself into this tizzy because you're so frustrated. And one of the best things that you can do is say, look, I've got to find a way to self-soothe when I don't get the reaction that I want, or they're not giving me an opportunity to help. What can I do? And this is my time, and I'm going to be selfish with it, and I'm going to protect it, because I know if I don't do this, it's going to come out sideways. So find a way to self-soothe. If you need help with ideas on that, drop me a comment on any of the platforms that these videos appear. I'll try and help you. But understand, this is normal. You may have been so overwhelmed at this and go, what's going on? This might be what's going on. It's okay. You're not a mess. They're not a mess. This is working through life issues that you don't read about on Instagram and Twitter. You don't just see this type of pain remedied by a simple meme, a little one-off statement, and a platitude. It doesn't work like that. This is the real deal, brothers and sisters. This is what makes men and women whole. This is the journey that we don't hear about a lot, except in places and safe opportunities like this. This is the agony you must wade through to be a healthy and healed individual. You can make it to the other side. You need to make it to the other side. Your destiny, your calling, maybe your family, maybe friends, the next season of your life needs you to work through these things. Win your own battle. Fight your own war. Don't give up on yourself.